Hello everyone, and welcome to your Body Insight reading for July 25th through the 31st, the last week of July. Now these Body Insight readings are a way to help us listen and understand the language of our body. You know, the human body is a collection of communicative and relational systems that have collected information about how to live and about the world around us for generations. And these Body Insight cards, or Body Cards by Courtney Putnam, are helping us to listen to that inner wisdom. So let us take a look at what cards we will have for the week of July 25th through the 31st, last week of July. And we're looking for insights and motivation for our self-care. In that category we have Umbilicus, connection, motivation and inspiration for people care, quadriceps, stamina, and motivation and inspiration for earth care, cornea, clarity. Let's begin with Umbilicus, connection. So the umbilicus, of course, was your umbilical cord, and now it is your belly button. It is a visible scar that shows of your transformation, moving from being in the womb and supported by your mother to moving outside of mother's body and into the world to become your own expression of a human. Through my Franklin method training, I learned that the umbilicus has a ligamental or fascia connection up to the heart and then up to the throat. And this upward movement passing through the heart is a wonderful image of how to carry yourself and your creativity forward. This card, in connection with your self-care, is asking you to look at your innate creativity and how you can utilize that to implement your self-care and create a self-care regime that feels wholesome and natural and nurturing to your specific needs. Now let's look at the quadriceps and people care. And this card is signaling a need for stamina. So the quadricep muscles are located on the front of the thigh. They help to straighten the knee and stabilize the knee. They are very strong muscles, and They are capable of enduring long days of travel, long days of standing. When the stamina card comes into people care, you are being cued to gather up your persistence, strength, and courage so that you can continue to push forward in your relationships with other people. The main message here is don't give up. Now, while you may feel a need to pull back in order to hold on to some of your energy to maintain stamina, this card is actually asking you to push forward. And nothing says that while you're pushing forward, you can't look for an easier path to travel or to simplify your traveling ways. You can be clear, precise, and to the point within your relationships with others and in your care of others, and in that way preserve your stamina so that you can continue. Now let's look at Earth Care. In Earth Care, we have the cornea and clarity. And so I'm looking at the fuzzy aspects of the card here and thinking that we need to be clear about what we need to do to care for Earth. We need to sift through all of the information that we are getting and find our own clear path. So I'm being prompted to say, don't fall into the doomerism category, where you look at all of these murky pieces of information, all of these doomsday, too late ideas that are being floated around by obstructionists and fossil fuel industries, really, in their media campaigns to keep us from actually seeing what it is we need to do. And I mean we as ourselves individually, but also we as our local communities and we as people that live in nations collectively, the whole human race. We need some clarity in what we need to do. We need to do like 500 million things, so thank God there's billions of us to do those 500 million things. But we need to see our clear purpose in doing so in order to start. So start with yourself and look at how you can clearly draw a path for yourself to change some of your consumer behaviors and some of your interactions with the planet, and place yourself on a path where you can clearly see yourself and your family being able to sustain yourself for the next period of time. So for this week of July 25th through the 31st, this last week of July, let's focus our self-care on connecting with that inner being that we are and finding our own nourishing practices that really can help to nourish us and recharge us as we move through the week and utilize all of our stamina to push through and continue our people care and connecting with other people, as well as connecting with our environment around us. And for our connection with our environment around us, we're being prompted to seek clarity, to look through all of those thoughts and ideas that we have floating outside of our heads and inside of our heads, and really come to know which are the truth and which will help us. Well, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, I hope that you have plans to stay cool and take care of yourself in the heat. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, I hope you are able to enjoy some more temperate weather and the seasons that grace your home. Thank you for listening. If you like this kind of reading, please comment below. I also love to see a like here and there, since so few people watch this. Like one like gets me 100% likes. I think that's fabulous. And I hope everyone takes care. Be well, everyone.